Snap surprising analysts last night, reporting record high revenue after the closing bell. That has shares, check this out, they are soaring 22% in the pre-market. Let's bring in the tech analyst and Big Eyed Wish founder Ian Wishengrad to unpack Snap and these pretty good results. The loss in the quarter, Ian, narrower than expected. Record revenue of $389 million. Is Snap out of the woods?
It's hard to fall off the floor, truthfully. These numbers would be like rounding errors for Facebook, and I think we need to remember that the Snapchat that we were originally focusing on, that was meant to be one of these other tremendous unicorns, was one that Zuckerberg wanted to grab for $3 billion, and Spiegel said no. And the minute that Instagram totally copied and jacked their Stories feature, it's never been the same for them. And this is just a niche service. The real story is that they didn't grow their users, and this would have crushed any other service, but they've been penalized so harshly to date that, yes, it's a nice increase in something, but it's wind up being a small place, and unless they have some incredible innovation, this is like not a news segment. And if you're a real investor, I don't think there's anything there for you. If you're a trader, yeah, okay, there's always something to be made there, but I don't tend to focus on those items.
Yeah, let's pull up the one-year chart, because this really tells the story that you can't fall further than the floor, right? The shares have lost more than half of their value in the past year. And then Kylie Jenner, she no longer uses Snapchat. Yeah. So do they totally lose their niche cool factor? Is there nothing left for this company?
Yeah, as I said, listen, it's not difficult. When you have a loyal user base, like they have, whatever it said, 186 million users, you could extract more from them. You could serve them more ads. I'm not doubting their ability to monetize 186 million people. And by the way, as a business owner, it's an extremely impressive company they built. But in context to the other tech giants, they've just lost all their cachet. As you said, Kylie just kind of, buried that with a death knell last year. But the real question is, they were always known as the guys that blow you away with incredible product innovation, a la Steve Jobs in a way. They said, we're a camera company, we have glasses. If Evan Spiegel could somehow muster up a Hail Mary with some other developers and really come up with something we've never could have possibly imagined that brings people to the platform, that changes everything, maybe. But it just seems like that's not possible.
So despite the 22% pop the shares are getting right now, this is a major ouch of a company. So you just said Snap has a paltry 186 million active users. Let's go to Disney, because they reported last night, too. Their ESPN, their subscriber unit, has more than 2 million paid subscribers in just under a year, and that's just going to be one of 3 streaming services that they're going to have. Talk about that a little bit.
Sure. Well, I think that okay, so ESPN sports kind of make the entire cable bundle work, and sports are just like the one thing that you can't, DVR and save later, so it's a big live TV driver. But the news for them and what Iger's betting on is Disney Plus. And the real thing there is they have an incredible library that you can't get anywhere else. And when they pull their content off other platforms, as a father who's got a kid, you find yourself buying movies all the time and watching these. Disney, Marvel, this is going to be like the OTT package for every kind of Disney and superhero movie and everything you possibly want to do. I think the economics will justify itself for it. They're not combining ESPN with Disney. They're totally disparate audiences, save a few men that still are child Peter Pans in their head that like to watch Marvel movies and sports. Right. But they've done a really good job executing, and I'm a big believer in Bob Iger, and I think he's going to find a really smart way to land this business and get parents to be able to pay for this service.
But this comes with a cost, and that cost is $136 million. That was the quarterly loss. You think this is going to pan out? This is a bet, a spending item that will pay off for investors in the future?
Well, I think that's to be determined, but yes, I believe Disney's one of those incredible brands that has done over time, and Disney is a brand, and owning Pixar and Marvel are the ones that you will just go see the movie or look at it. It's a real seal of quality, and they have a brand that has not lost their trust along the way. And you do need to invest in technology and do this to make a bet in the future. And if they lose, it's not a killer, because they have an incredible, smart organization that has business that provides real revenues. They're not just trying to make advertising dollars. They have licensing and subscription fees as well.
Ian Wishengrad, thank you very much.
Thank you.